Hi there, I'm Shauna from Infinity Readings, and this is going to be the reading for the Aquarian male in a couple's relationship for the winter of 2018 into 2019. Hey guys, I wanted to take a minute here just to kind of acknowledge what I've done for this winter season. I managed to change up a few things. I vamped the logo a little bit. I actually got Aaron at Active Dynamics here. He has managed to make my intro for me, so I'm very thankful for that. He did a great job. I couldn't have done it. So thanks, Aaron, for that. I appreciate it immensely. And also to Ikson for my theme music. It's beautiful, upbeat, happy tunes. I can't get enough. I am now going to his page because it's just that great. It's all good gravy stuff. So I couldn't have revamped my winter season without these dudes around me. So I'm lucky enough to have them in my corner. So thanks, guys. Ikson, great work. Aaron, thanks again. Great work. So take care, guys. Enjoy your season. And Ikson, if you ever want a reading, just hit me up, man. Just email me. I will kick in and we'll set something up. In the meantime, take care. Have fun, you guys, and enjoy the readings. I have 3 masculine cards I use to go over the general energies of the Aquarian male here. And I read those, and then I have 4 sets of tarot cards and 1 Lenormand deck, and we just work our way into the intimate side here, hopefully to illuminate any blocks you may be having or clarify things that, you know, hopefully illuminate things for you that you're not seeing that may be blocking your way forward. Okay, so the first card I get for the Aquarian male in a coupled relationship is renewal. And renewal is like they're giving me the word refresh. We need to refresh things in this relationship. And these two are paired together. So we're both working on this. It's not just the male. They're both working to refresh things in the relationship. So on the left here we have dedication, and that's self-explanatory. We're dedicated to getting some renewal here, and that is what we're focused on. Okay, and then to the right we have action. We're going to take action and make sure that we do things here to help the relationship forward. So that's a good energy to have overall, especially when we're dealing in love and romance, right? Because we want to be working together, and that's the sense I get here, is these two are working together to move forward, and that's how you do it. So the first card for the overall energy of this man is for the Emperor. So that's interesting. This man has taken a stand here to take charge. He has a good base of knowledge. He's taking a leadership role. This is this man's energy. It's an Aries type energy. Now, if we're dealing from this energy, that is out of your element. You are air. So this is fire. So we are a little more aggressive, a little more action oriented than we normally are. And I feel like the renewal is the reason. We are trying to refresh things, and we're going to make damn sure that we get it done. So we are jumping into a fire energy in order to accomplish that. And that is the epitome of the Emperor there. He is going to take action, and he is decisive. He's not scared of making decisions. And once he makes a decision, he is absolutely going to act on it. That is a guarantee. So that's a good forceful energy for this Aquarian to have, because Aquarian males can have a tendency to be lazy, right? We think a lot, but we don't take a lot of action. So action oriented will help this man move forward. So the next card we get is the Judgment card. Wanted to flip right out of my hands there. The Judgment card I always assign to the universal energy coming forward to whisper in your ear. Now I wanted to flip over So I feel like they're excited that this man is taking action. Okay. I feel like the universe is excited. This is what we needed all along, to take action, to move forward. This is good. This is great. Now we know this is not going to stay for very long, right? This energy, because it's out of his element, it's not going to feel natural. But at this point, he is fired up and ready to go in the direction. And I feel like the universal energy is going, this is wonderful. We will feed you with the instinct you need and the drive to accomplish while you are in this element. Okay. So there might be some universal aspects here in that fire energy way that are helping you through. Okay. Now, as we move on here, we get the Queen of Cups, and that would symbolize the partner. So if we are not with a water sign, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer, then it would be someone who would have elements like this in their chart, which would mean that they are soft, compassionate, caring, sensitive energy. Okay. Now, that energy is looking in a different direction than the Emperor, but no less trying to gain control of her emotions forward. Okay. Now, the next card we get is the Ace of Pentacles, and that is about opportunities, and I feel like that is universally driven. The universe here is going to reward you for taking action, so we need to be aware and look out for those opportunities coming at us, because they will be when the action comes across, right? That's the deal. So there's some opportunities coming forth, and I feel like the Queen of Cups is really working on her instinct forward to figure out how to accomplish that, how to accomplish more opportunities in that way, gaining knowledge and also security in the relationship or outside of the relationship in a money kind of way. Okay. So under the Emperor in the second row here, the Dreamer's Tarot, we have the Six of Pentacles. So this man, the Aquarian male, he is working on making sure that everything is divvied up evenly. He's working on balancing the relationship, that nobody gets more than their fair share. I feel very much a focus on that. Okay. On top of the Judgment, which is that universal energy coming forth to guide this man, or at least we're excited he's in action mode. That's all. We're just, really excited. That's what I'm feeling. We're excited he's action oriented, and we are going to push the energy as much as we can to make the most of that while it's there. So on top of that, we have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about stability within a partnership, grounded, stable, happy home life. So we could be talking about marriages here, or unions that are highly aspected. So engagements, moving in, big jumps in a relationship, right? But for the most part, it's a safety within a partnership. So there's a sense of that here, and that may be why this man is fired up. So because we have a strong, stable union here, and we are going to fight to make sure that this moves forward. Okay. Now, under the Queen of Cups, we have the Chariot. Now, with the Chariot, that is the motion, that is the movement, that's the action this man is starting to take. Okay. Now, we have, I'm just getting the Queen of Cups is kind of sitting there and not, I'll go back later. Anyway, okay, the Ace of Pentacles, we have underneath that, we have the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is a fiery energy. I feel like they're going, okay, this man is in fire, and this is also his energy. But this Knight of Wands here that I have from the Dreamer's Tarot is really a symbol of a man who is off his horse, off his rocker, I call it, right? Somebody's off his rocker. He is, I feel over here there's a grounded sense of reality. You're trying to be stable and everything like that. Everything's good. And, leadership, it's all there. Clarity. But for some reason on the other side of this, there's a man here that has kind of not got his wits about him, or his ducks in a row, or his shit together. Like, these things are lost on this Knight of Wands. Not only that, he is not the strong, sturdy, stable type in a relationship. So what's going on here? This is the male couple. Okay. So we'll continue forward, because it seems like this man is pleading for something. And they're saying this is his energy. This is the partner's energy. So is there a point here where we're stable and unstable? Are we vacillating between the two? Are we in a position where we're traveling towards instability in a relationship? I don't know. Okay, I'm reaching at this point, so I'm going to just carry on into the Lenormand. And on top of the Six of Pentacles here, which is balancing everything out within the relationship, being highly attuned to that, that's the Aquarian energy. I get 43, which is confusion card. It's the maze card. And it's also about getting a lot of opinions outside of ourselves and that making things harder for us to make decisions. That's confusing us. We're getting people, there's a lot of people around us having opinions about what we should do and where we should go, and this is creating more confusion. Okay, yeah, directly related to how we balance things out in the relationship. Okay, people are having their own say, and I'm getting a feeling here we need to kind of not listen to that. On top of the Four of Wands, we get 33, which is the key, and the key is about answers, synchronicities, and signals that are coming universally. I feel like there's answers here within this relationship, and we maybe need to concentrate within the relationship, just between the two of us, rather than worrying about what everybody else thinks we should do with the relationship. We just worry about the two people in it. For some reason, I feel like the Emperor can handle that, but it needed to be said. So 33 is about having answers to, like, solutions to problems, and also about watching for synchronicities. There may be universal sources here that are trying to get through, but their synchronicities are being not listened to or not paid attention to. We're not paying attention to the signals outside of ourselves either, because it's not necessarily the people, but the universal signals that should be taken into account here. Could be. Take the opportunity to, right? So on the Chariot, about the movement, we have 41, which is the Well. Man, this thing is popping up everywhere. The Well is about hitting rock bottom. So that may be, right? Because when we have renewal and all this dedication to this fiery energy, this man is moving when he has been, this is not him to move. I get a sense here that we had to hit rock bottom before we decided we were going to struggle and fight our way out of this. Okay, not meaning out of the relationship, but out of the conflict or whatever is causing problems here. We're going to figure our way through this and fight to right things, right, that have been wronged or whatever it is. So 41 can symbolize, yeah, we are at the bottom of the barrel here. But not only that, it's a need to look deeper into things. And this is very much the male singles going through this as well, is need to look closer at what's going on here. We're missing our lessons, our points, and what we needed to take from what happened here. Is focusing on the negative and not taking the lesson here. Why? What is the bigger picture? If you were the universe and you were trying to teach this person a lesson, what would you do? Like that kind of a thing, like put the shoe on the other foot, right? Yeah, and the Well has also got an essence here. I mean, the sun is shining through that pot there, and you know, there is sun here, light at the end of the tunnel type thing, right? And it's digging deeper. We've hit rock bottom. Now and there's nowhere else to go but up. That's the thing. Now we're going to make our way up that well, and the sun is shining, and then the day is going to start, right? So that's really the whole thing, is we did have to hit rock bottom. Why? Because we wouldn't listen to synchronicities. We wouldn't listen to our instinct. We had our ego ahead of us here. And in the past, though, there was no action taken in the right ways. There was lots of thoughts, but there was no action taken anyway. And now we're taking action. We're maybe egoizing a bit, but at least we're taking action, and that's what we're worried about. We'll worry about creating synchronicities to guide you along your way, and hope you follow them, and then, you know, then we're on our way, right? So the Knight of Wands, and that's that perception of being out of sorts. So this man is really kind of dazzled by something here, and it may be that he's just shaken up and woken up by this whatever bottom of the barrel stuff. Now he's got to wake up, and so he's kind of dazzled. Like I said, he's out of his element, so he's off his horse. But nonetheless, he's prepared to take action, even as hectic and chaotic as it may be. That, you know, it can't hurt to a certain degree. Now, on the Knight of Wands, which is interesting as well, is the four-leaf clover. The clover symbolizes luck and things that are that go on around you that actually help you forward, right? It really balances things out. So it takes away a lot of the chaos from this Knight of Wands, but it also puts him into situations that give him luck. And you know what? He's trying and making an effort, so let's just push him forward. It's not like you get a free pass here, but you get reward, and I feel like the luck is partly a reward that has come upon this man for changing his energy field in some way, right? Going from no action to action alone, it needs to be rewarded, and that's how it's coming across, okay? So as we dip into the romantic side here, let me see how things are. On top of the maze, which signifies confusion, okay, and that's, I get a heavy sense that this Aquarian male is really just getting more confused by listening to everybody outside of the relationship. So he just needs to look inside the relationship and deal with that. And on top of that is the Empress, High Priestess, sorry. And the High Priestess is that woman of authority who is sitting, well, maybe not authority as much as wisdom. This woman has got books that she's looked through. She's gained wisdom. She's had life lessons, and she's been through more than the Empress. The Empress is that young, naive kind of energy, and though it is fruitful and blossoming, the High Priestess has been through a lot more. She's a little, I wouldn't say jaded, because they don't like to carry that, but she's more knowledgeable, and she gets less excited about things like this. And not only that, she doesn't present herself outward. People come to her because she has that strong, stable foundation of wisdom, intuition, and a sense of mystery about her. Okay, so there's something here about a person that you have in that way in your midst. Okay, I'm not getting any more there. So on 33, the key, which is, you know, also indicating that we need to look forward here for synchronistic events, because these are here to kind of guide you along the way. So on top of that, we get the Knight of Coins. And the Knight of Coins is not your element either, but that is a slow, steady energy that is strong, stable, and financially secure. So you may have a figure that is prominent in that way, either helping you or giving you answers in order to help you move forward in this union, okay? So a Knight of Pentacles would be a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo that is strong, sturdy, and stable, and not independent. Why did I want to say that? That is strong, sturdy, stable financially, okay? They seem to be giving you some kind of key to help you move forward in the relationship, okay? So under the Well, we get the Two of Swords, which is not good. That's in the romance department. The Two of Swords is about blocking our heart to certain things. Now, this is under the Queen of Cups. So is this the partner that's doing this, or is this you that's doing this? Carry on. Under the luck, the clover, the lucky clover, we get the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is about having a union with someone we feel very secure with, very safe with, and very structured. Like we've been, it's almost like we have a firm foundation and a long time of trust and friendship behind this union. So I'm wondering if that's the couple themselves or where they want to be. They're going, this is where we're headed, and we could be going in that direction. It's a matter of time. Okay, so that's really the relationship that you're looking to get into, meaning you're in a relationship here because you're in a couple, but you're wanting to grow as a couple into the relationship of someone who has sturdy foundation, and they're great friends. Not only are they lovers, they're friends, and they got each other's back, that kind of thing. There's a ongoing trust there, and nobody can diminish that, and nobody get in between it, that kind of thing. That's what the Nine of Pentacles really symbolizes. It's a completion. Before the 10 is everything, and that's the symbolizing the union that gains the 10 of Pentacles is the ones that are friends, lovers. They're got each other's back. You know, it's all down the line. There's trust and a lot of good, great dignity and respect and all of that. So that's a high level, high vibrational relationship, really is what it is. Okay, so this Two of Swords man is just sticking out here. It doesn't fit in with the rest of the reading. Nonetheless, we'll continue on into the sex side here for the Aquarian male and the couple. We have the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Wands is about tending to the other person. Why? I feel like it's the male that the female is attending to the male because of the way she's got her arms wrapped around him, and he is more passive in it. It's just the sense I get here. And then the flame in between the two saying that, you know, there's a lot of passion here, but right now we're just tending to the wounds. There's somebody's wounded here, so we have to be softer and more gentle. And the High Priestess sitting on that, basically saying, you know, we have to use our instinct here, and we need to know when to slow things down in the bedroom. And that seems to be something that's going on here. We got to tend to someone. And if you have a a Queen of Cups that is lingering here in the midst, so that's your essence of your partner, they would be very much attentive in that way. So this is what's going on here is we have an emperor and he's very much in charge, but there seems to be a situation here where when we get into the bedroom, we need a lot of soothing, okay, in that way. So the woman is kicking in and doing that. Now, on the Knight of Pentacles, we get the Four of Wands. So that just symbolizes that we have a good grounded sex life. We have a lot of fun in the bedroom. There's moments where we can be sensitive, and we do so, and that is received well. Playful fun, really, that's what the Four of Wands is having fun in the bedroom. It's playful and youthful, and, you know, it's all good. So on the Two of Swords here, what do we get? We get the Ten of Cups. So this is interesting because it's throat and fit. Because on the Two of Swords, that's locking the heart out. We are no longer going to include the heart. I do not feel that in all the rest of the cards here. There's an Emperor here, and there's soothing, and there's indulging, and great sex, and good counsel, and all of this stuff going on. And then on the other side here, we have hitting rock bottom, moving, blocking out our heart. And the Ten of Cups, even though it's supposed to be the epitome of emotional fulfillment, in the romance, or sorry, in the sex deck, it is really about an offer that has passed by. So why this doesn't fit here, okay? So I'm going to carry on. Under the Clover and the solid, sturdy, foundational relationship here, we get the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is someone who is in control of their emotions. They have mastered, and they can also be in a position where they shut down their emotions. Because of this Two of Swords is why I'm bringing this up. Okay, so we may have a man here who is taking charge at this point, so much so it is out of his element. But nonetheless, something that needed to be accomplished to get this relationship to move forward. Okay, we have a good grounded sex life. Things are going well on the romance side somewhat. But there are some challenges here and some confusion this man is coming from. But he may be moving to a state where he is no longer in control. I feel like there's a sense here that this man gains control and then he loses his footing and he travels to an area where he's completely coming from a sense of non-authority, where he's coming from the Aries, right? The Emperor, which is sitting on his throne in complete authority and very valid in it because he's earned it. Then he goes to this Knight of Wands in the Dreamer's deck, where he's on his knees begging for, like, forgiveness almost, is what I feel. And then that's the motion of going back and forth between these two characters. I feel like this is the Aquarius male nomad. He can take charge and be in control, and then he loses his footing and he's lost control and begging for mercy. So what's going on here? Like, and then on top of that, after that, he's shutting his heart down. But yet there's good sex going on, but then there's offers refused, and then there's the King of Cups in the ends here. This is a long span of time, okay? We're going from like October, November, December, January, February, right? March. So this man could have some ups and downs in the authority area within the relationship. And it's also signifying that they have, when it's really good, it's really good. And when it's not, we have a tendency to shut down. That could be the scenario here as well. I'm feeling that fits a little more. And not only that, we have offers refused in the bedroom. So we may be having squabbles here, or situations that the male is confused how to fix. And it seems like the female is just ends up turning down offers and shutting down the heart, because this really is underneath her line. Okay, so that is the end here, is the King of Cups. Now, that's horizontally. I've went over all of this. I'm going to go over vertically and break it all down and see if we can't make more sense here of what's going on. So we start with the Emperor energy, and that's that Aquarian male. That's the mode he's in. Okay, in the beginning part here, I feel in the fall and in the beginning part of winter, he is in action-oriented mode. He's fire, flaming, going. He is trying to revive this relationship and get it back on track. Okay. And that's the mode he's in. He's feeling very powerful and valid in it and clear of mind. Now, underneath that, I get the Six of Pentacles. So he's very astute at finding or making sure that everything is completely balanced. I'm not giving more, you're not giving less, that kind of thing. We're going to make sure that everything is completely balanced in the relationship. I feel like it's very refreshing for him to take note of that, and he's going to be on high alert to make sure that happens. So after the Six of Pentacles, we get 43, which is the Maze. So here comes the confusion. We're focused on the balance of the relationship, the give and take, and what's going on here. And we may be getting outside sources that are bringing in opinions and reasoning that is making us more confused about things within the relationship. So on top of that, we get 2, which is the High Priestess, and that is about instinct. Basically saying, if we're confused about what people say, then we should try going to our instinct and putting that together with our intellect and opening our heart and looking in those areas as well. Because if we put that all together, I think we'll see things a lot clearer. And then on top of that is the Nine of Wands, which is basically this man has a bit of an up and down where he needs a lot of soothing and tending to. And he has a partner there that is willing to do that and does do that and does help him in that way forward. Okay. So the next card we get is 20, the Judgment. And that's the universal energy trying to make waves here make hay while the sun shines, right? This man is in fire mode. So let's hit him up with all the instinct we can fire in there, and hopefully something will take, because they're like, we gotta fire twice as much as normal because this man does disregard a quite a bit of a lot that could help him. He just disregards it, okay? So they're just happy and excited he's in action mode because they're going to start spitting out more instincts so that he can take that forward. Four of Wands, really the energy here is supportive to help this union. He is in the supportive phase, the partner's in the supportive phase, and the universe is in the supportive phase to help this union forward. So this is the time to do it, and this is probably why there's a fire under the ass of the Aquarian male to get him going. Okay, so the Four of Wands underneath that, we get the key, which is answers coming forward, right? We're looking to the relationship. We're looking in the relationship. We got the keys. Now we're going to look at the synchronicities. These are the answers to the struggles you are under. That's all I'm going to say. So on top of that, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is someone, I feel someone outside of this Aquarian male that may be offering. I feel a sense this person comes forward. I don't feel the Aquarian male goes to this person. I feel this person comes forward, this earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, comes forward and offers quite a bit of knowledge here. I feel like he's imparting the best to his ability, what he's learned so far, and he's giving in order to help him, and that's right on top of the keys. So I feel like he's on deck there with what the universe is trying to shuffle in. So it's all good. He's getting advice from someone here that is grounded in reality, okay? So on top of that, we get the Four of Wands, which is talking about the sex. We have a fun sex life here. It's all good, great, and playful, okay? So under the Queen of Cups, now this is where it kind of gets confusing. The Queen of Cups is, first of all, she's looking in the opposite direction of the partner, but yet I get a sense here, the overall energy is that we are together trying to work on this partnership. So on top of the Queen of Cups, we have the Chariot, which is motion, again, away from the partner. Again, I still get a sense of this woman trying to help this person out. So what's going on? So 41 is on top of that, symbolizing we have hit rock bottom. So do we have a partner here that is charging off in another direction and has hit rock bottom with some kind of issue within the relationship that is she's not dealing with? On top of that, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is about locking off, sashing the heart. We are covering up our heart because we can no longer have it working in this manner anymore, and that's what's going on here. The Queen of Wands is traveling in a direction where she needs to look deeper into her heart, but she has decided as she looks deeper, she's going to shut it down. So on top of that, we get the Ten of Cups, which is an offer that is made to a partner that is overlooked, outright refused, or passed on. Okay, so that's the role that does not make sense with all the rest of this stuff. This stuff here where the Emperor is, and that's the Aquarian energy, is all good, great, and gravy. Then we have one line here under the Queen of Pentacles. Things are all kind of screwed up. And then now we're going to go into the last line, the Ace of Pentacles. These are opportunities and things the universe is trying to bring forth to reward and bring this couple together. The Knight of Wands is that energy, and they're going, no, this is the Aquarian male when he is not in prime condition. He is not in prime condition at this point. They're going, he is just fired up. This is not a stamina thing. This is a burst of energy that's come forth to help him deal. He knows it's the end of the line. Okay, so that's what's going on here. There's something that prompted this, that the female or the partner in their relationship is maybe put a foot down. They're going, we just realized that it's the end of the line. Okay, it's not, I don't feel like it's out in public or not talked about by the partners openly, but there's a deep sense this person has had enough, and the partner feels that, senses that, and has reacted to that. So that's what's going on. And the Knight of Wands is that position where, because the Queen is looking at the Knight of Wands. So she's looking at him when he is down on his luck. When he is not, she is turned away from him. Okay, so this is the energy. It seems to flip over the season. Okay, so on top of the Knight of Wands, we have the Clover, which symbolizes that this man gets lucky. He is running out of luck, so we're going to have to start using our skill here. So on top of that, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And they're going, this is where we want the relationship to go. We want it to be strong, sturdy foundation. The Four of Wands is here. That would be the same as the Nine of Pentacles in the romance deck. So we have a bookend here saying, yes, this can be accomplished. We just really have to pull our, what do you call it? Pull our sleeves up, right? So on the Nine of Coins, that's that stable energy that they both want to come from. But I'm getting a checked out feeling from the water sign here, the partner. So on top of the Nine of Pentacles, we have the King of Cups. And I was going to say before, and I don't know, maybe I did. The King of Cups, he has all the tools he needs to carry through a relationship, okay? He knows what is needed emotionally to carry the relationship. But the problem is when you're mature like that, you can also make a decision to stop all of the emotional process in order to carry the relationship. So it ends on him, and he is sitting there soothing that woman. So it's like we have a woman tending to a man, then the man tending to the woman. So this is the back and forth here. And the woman, I'll tell you right now, she's feeling indifferent, and her energy is very weak, and his energy is very strong, and that tells me that there is no balance here. So we got to be aware of that. There's an imbalance, and it just keeps going back and forth, seesawing. So there's some type of cycle here that wants to be closed out, okay? And I don't get a sense of what that is, but I feel right now all they have to do is focus on, what do they have to focus on? Is the stability within the relationship. And I'm hoping that the Aquarian male's not the only one working here, because he is in the fire mode. But I get a sense from the energy that we've had a situation here where we had no choice, so we were going to lose it. So now he's kicked in because he realizes he's going to lose it on some level. And now it's like the other partner's going, man, I've had enough. Like they're at the end of their rope here. They're starting to move away from the partner, you know, and close the heart down. It's all the bad signals, you know, in the direction forward, and refuse in the bedroom some things that are going on. So there's a great sex life here, but there's one line here that's just doesn't line up with all the rest of the energy. So I'll leave it at that. That is the energy for the Aquarian male. I'll go back over the overall energies here. Again, a sense of renewal is needed for this relationship to thrive forward. And the Aquarian male is very much out of his element into a fire in order to take action to do so. On the left, we have the dedication, and that is he's dedicated to make sure that he makes a difference at this point. The action is there to keep us aware that this man is going to be stimulated to move forward in an action-oriented way, a fiery way. And the universe is really hopping on to make sure that they get heard. They're shooting out twice as much stuff as they did in the past, and the synchronicities as well. They're going to forget that, because we need to take it into account. We don't need to just follow that direction. We need to take everything, but the synchronicities will help us make the decisions easier without going outward and getting confused. So yeah, I'm really can't tap into the feminine energy here because it's very light, and that means it is weak-willed and how do you say, the end of the rope. Okay, So again, this is why this man is moving. So hopefully that carries through. The luck is on his side. Universe is on his side. So as long as he carries that through and he uses his emotional center and the tools that he has, and if he does not, because he knows what needs to be done here, and he's been given the tools, right? Seems like this is a relationship here. There's a very sturdy foundation. So we just need to take that forward. Might be a little more work for the Aquarian male over this period of time than he's used to, but he seems like he's willing and motivated to do so. So that's the best energy you can ask for. So for the Aquarian male in a coupled relationship, that is your reading for the winter of 2018 into 2019. So over the Christmas season, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, stay safe, have fun, be kind, and take